So to start off my service, I like to go in with my Scentsy bath. I have everything set up on both sides. I got my Scentsy bath and my lash cleansing brush. So first thing I like to do is go in with one pump on her eye, just like that, and work in circular and downward motions. Sometimes I like to lift the eye up just slightly just so I can focus on that base, but you just want to make sure that you're not lifting the eye open. And I actually like to go in with a double cleanse as well, just to make sure that we are working on a clean base. Go in again, one pump. And I'm going to tilt Loren's head to the side and go in with my Nano Mister water bottle. I like to use warm water so that it's comfortable, and start from the inner corner and rinse downwards to ensure that we're rinsing off all of that cleanser. And I'm just going to go in one more time with my Scentsy bath for that nice double cleanse. And again, working in circular and downward motions. And you want to make sure you get the eyelid and underneath as well. And again, gonna tilt her head to the side. Start from that inner corner and rinse all that shampoo off. I like to spend a lot of time rinsing the eyes just to make sure that all that shampoo is gone, because if there's any left over, then we may not have good retention. So now that we've fully cleansed our lashes, it's important to make sure that they are 100% dry before moving on to priming. So I like to use my bladeless fan to give the lashes a dry to speed up the dry process. I like to put mine on the 3rd setting because it's the strongest. And I also love that since it's bladeless, I can get super close to that lash line. So now that our lashes are dry, it's time to apply our eye pads. So I'm just gonna get Loren to look up and close. Does that feel comfortable? Perfect. And close. How does that eye feel? That's good. Perfect. So now I'm gonna go in with my Bond-Aid primer, and I'm just gonna take one micro swab, and I'm going to sandwich the two together to transfer product, like so. And then I just like to dab the excess just to ensure that we're not using too much. So I'm using a glue wipe to do that. I like to go in and start from half the lash up and just sandwich the two in between my micro swabs. I like to use Bond-Aid because it accelerates the rate at which my glue would cure at, so it makes it easy for quick and effective extension application. And then I like to go in and focus really close on the base, making sure that every lash is covered. And now I'm just gonna go in with a quick dry. Both of these steps have to be followed, or else we risk attaching the extensions to dirt or buildup, which will make the application process very difficult. Not to mention the product will break down over time and the extensions will fall off prematurely. I like to use my Glubrator because it shakes my glue so much faster than shaking by hand. So I'm gonna shake my glue for 10 seconds rather than a minute. Use the right glue and make sure you're storing it right. I use bondage glue because it cures in 2 seconds, which gives me time to lay the extension and reposition it if needed. It also acts very magnetic, which I like. So So for my lash set today, I chose to work with 3 and 4D in short stem. The reason I chose to work with short stem is because Loren has a lot of very short, fine lashes. And in this area right here, you can actually see she has very minimal lash growth. So by working with short stem, our base is bonded at a very small area at the bottom. So this fans our lash out, which is great for coverage. So you can apply your pre-made fan from either the top or the bottom. I'll show you guys how I do both. For this lash, we're going to apply on the top. So I like to use my pinky for stability. And I like to come in just over top of the lash and hover, just making sure that my angle is right. And I get really close to the base to make sure that the lash is flush. So again, just using my pinky for stability and hovering that pre-made fan just over the natural lash. And then simply just placing it. So you can apply from either the top or the bottom when working with pre-mades. The retention will be great either way, but I'm going to show you guys how you can apply from the bottom. So you just want to make sure that the lashes are not resting on the iPad. So I'm just going to weave the natural lash through the pre-made and pull the extension up. Like so. And again, you can check from the side to make sure that you are making all those points of contact. So if you're someone who prefers to apply the lash from the bottom and your client's natural lashes are resting on the iPad, an easy fix for that is to take your micropore tape and gently pull the lid upward like this. You just want to make sure that you're not lifting their eye open. So you can use your inspection mirror just to check. I'm gonna move it down just a little bit more, like that. You really want to make sure that their eyes are not open, so that's more comfortable for our client. So now that our lash is not resting on the iPad, we're good to apply from the bottom. So I'm just gonna hover my extension underneath the natural lash, weave it through, and pull up. And again, you can check from the side to see how your application is, or you can move it around like this. And I usually like to hold it for 1 to 2 seconds. I always like to have short stem lashes on hand for especially clients like Loren who have little gap areas that need to be covered. So to fix this little gap area, I'm just going to direct my lash inward a little bit, just like that. Lost Artistry is currently having a massive 50% off sale on short stem small trays. They have a ton of different dimensions and curls starting from only $6 and up. I love working with short stem lashes because they are ideal for any client. Loren has a lot of very short, fine lashes, and I find that with this short stem, you get the perfect amount of coverage. So now that all of our pre-made lashes are applied, we want to get the best possible retention. So to do that, we're going to use our super bonder. So now I'm just going to go in and focus on the base, making sure to get every single lash. And this will maximize our retention. So now that we've applied our super bonder, I'm going to go in with my nano mister. This just gives the eyes a nice soothing treatment.